It's another day of lockdown, so it's a new recipe coming up. The recipe I'm making today is a toast. We call it toast in Spain. It's a kind of tapas style, which you have a piece of bread and then you have some toppings on the top. No, the one I'm bringing today is based on a recipe from the north of Spain, from the Basque country, called Bacalao Pil Pil, Cod Pil Pil. But I'm gonna make a different version, and I'm gonna be serving it on a toast with some pisto manchego, and which is like a kind of ratatouille, and then the confit cod on the top. The main target of this video is to show exactly how we confit the cod in Spain. But I hope that you enjoy it. Well, so we have here the cod loins, garlic cloves. I have 3, and I have one of the little hot chilies. It's dried hot chili. We call it guindilla in Spain, and we have extra virgin olive oil. How we're gonna make this? I put the cod loins on this J cloth to make sure that it's got the less water as possible, because that was a frozen one. I couldn't find fresh one because of the situation. If you have the fresh one, it will come with the skin. And what we're gonna do is, in a pan, we're gonna put like 350 milliliters of oil. Don't worry about the oil, because after the cooking you can separate it and keep it to use for any of the recipes of fish. And then we're gonna confit this cod into the oil when it's on 60 degrees for 12 minutes with the garlic and the hot chili. We'll see now. Now that the oil has reached the 60 degrees, I was checking with a probe, but you can use a different method, which is just put the oil with some water, just some drops of water, and make it hot until the water start just boiling. So that is 100 degrees. So if you reach that temperature, then stop it and leave it for 10 minutes out of the stove or out of the fire, the hob, and then that will come down to 60 degrees. But I'm doing this way, I put a proof. So at this time, I will put the loins, the idea is to have all the fish completely covered with the oil. Another of the ways is when you touch any liquid, or even the oil, and the oil, you're not burning your hands, but it's not very pleasant. That means it's more than 60 degrees. So at this stage, I'm gonna leave it for 12 minutes. Half of the way through of the cooking, you can see now the bubbles of the gelatin of the fish that's coming out. And this is exactly what we're looking for. If you shake it a little bit, you will see how all the gelatin is coming out from the fish. We carry on cooking. Well, the 12 minutes has gone now, and you can see how much quantity we have of the gelatin. So now we're gonna remove the loins to a clean, in a clean paper to absorb the excess of oil. And at this stage, in this pan, with the gelatin and everything, you can put some slices of peeled potatoes, and put the temperature a little bit higher and cook the potatoes. And you can use those potatoes as a garnish to use as a bed where you're gonna sit the loin after that with the plating up. Right, I'm gonna try to take some of the gelatin. On the oil. That's it. And that I'm gonna keep in the fridge, in the fridge to cool down. And then at this stage, I'm gonna put the potatoes. I put the temperature up, and I'm gonna cook these potatoes to show a different way of plating. As I said at the beginning, I'm gonna plate it up today with pisto, but this is another way of plating up. And all the potatoes will take all the flavor from the cod, which is amazing. As the potatoes is frying, I've been collecting with a spoon wherever is the excess of gelatin, and I've been adding to the one I have in the refrigerator cooling down to use it later. So the potatoes, they look cooked to me. Using a knife, I can see they're cooked. So we remove from the oil. Well, using a mortar and pestle, I have put inside the mortar 1 egg yolk, the confit garlic that I've used for the cod loins, a little bit of salt, and I have here the olive oil with the gelatin that I put in the fridge to cool down. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be making a kind of alioli. The only one thing is just you need to put everything inside, and as soon as you start cracking the garlic, you will see that it starts emulsifying. You can use a blender if you have, but this is a traditional way I used to. So basically what I'm doing is a kind of alioli. This is not the traditional alioli. Traditional alioli is just garlic and oil. Well, now that we have all the ingredients ready, I'm gonna do the final step, which is that grilling up all the components. So in one way, I'm gonna do with toast, with this magnificent bread that I cooked the other day. I'm gonna put the bread here. Then I have a fantastic pisto that I made. If my recipe of the pisto is not on my channel, it will be very soon. I'm gonna use a little bit of the oil that I use for confiting the cod on the toast. Just a little bit to give some moist. Then I will put the pisto on the top. Smell is just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is one of the classic tapas I used to have in my restaurant. That was a toast. It was a big variety of toast, and this was one of them. So the cod loins, we're gonna flake it on the top. As you can see, it was cooking for 12 minutes, but it's just flaking. The texture is just magnificent. That's the other one. On the top. And then for the other plate it up, I took one small paper. You can have any other plates that is suitable for the oven. And then I will put the cod loins confited on top of the potatoes that I cooked in the pan. And now I have the emulsion that I'm going to put on top of the cod. Not too much, just enough. And then this goes straight away to the oven that is preheated at 200 degrees, and it's going to be just a couple of minutes inside. One thing is that you need to have on the oven the grill, the top one, not the whole oven, the top one. 2 minutes. That's it. Enjoy.